Okay. On this question of who will now get to lead Iran, if we can take that breaking graphic as well. Alireza Arafi, he has now been appointed as the interim person who will lead Iran. He will take all the political calls as far as Iran is concerned. Remember, they have vowed all-out revenge. President Masoud Pezeshkian who's seen as a more moderate, more reformist sort of a figure. He had been sidelined as well over the last few months, certainly since last year's war, the 12-day war that happened in June. Now, Alireza Arafi is supposed to be the person who will take on the role of the interim leader of Iran. Of course, ultimately, the Supreme Leader will have to be chosen by the Assembly of Experts and by the Guardian Council. There are 88 members who will decide that. There are some front runners as to who will take over the reins after Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. But for now, Alireza Arafi will be the one who will be the head of the interim Iranian government or the Iranian regime. Major General, what do you make of that, and how is this expected to play out? As Tarakata was saying, you know, the system is still in place. The system cannot be eliminated or overturned. Certainly can't be done in the matter of a few days or weeks. The system continues, but America and Israel can claim victory because the head of the system has been eliminated.
You see, Zakar, what has actually happened now is that Iran has a structured hierarchical system. And if you remember, Khamenei had already named his successor in the last 12 days war. He had already announced a name that who will take over. And Ali Narijani was the person whom he had actually nominated. But what happens is today, after 24 hours of battle, we see the top leadership has been liquidated, but the leadership vacuum is not there. Somebody has taken over. Decisions are going to be made. And especially the IRGC, if we are seeing what is happening in the Gulf countries, in all probability, the junior leadership of the IRGC is taking the call. Because the senior leadership has been wiped out, so the hierarchy actually falls on the junior leadership and they are taking the calls. There is no lull in the battle. It is a continuous effort on the part of Iran to retaliate.
No, but towards what end? What will they finally achieve? At some point, they will run out of these munitions, they'll run out of these drones and these missiles. What is their objective? What is revenge as Iran sees it? It's not like they can take out Trump or Netanyahu.
No, yes, definitely not. But it is a kind of a message to their own people that the United States is not invincible. We can also cause harm to the United States, and we are doing it. So, if you remember, in that 12 days war also, US allowed Iran to hit Qatar and then stop the war, because that was a kind of a saving grace given to Iran, that you can go back to your people and you can tell them that you have also struck us. So I think ultimately, see, a regime change cannot happen when you don't have boots on ground here. Yeah. Missile strikes will not ensure a regime change unless the people of Iran decide. So I think US is not going to fight a long battle here. Sufficient grounds are there today for Donald Trump to stop this campaign after a couple of days. I think he'll do so.
Okay, I just want to talk a little bit about Alireza Arafi. He's a senior Iranian Shia cleric. He's currently a member of the Guardian Council and the Assembly of Experts. He's the head of the Bache Kuni Basij, which is an internal police force, a law enforcement agency. He was also the former chairman of the Al Mustafa University in Qom. He has now been elevated as the interim leader of Iran. He was born in 1959 in Maybod, in the province of Yazd. Before the Islamic Revolution, he used to be a preacher and an author. And then he has now been elevated since 2015. Since the Guardian Council and Assembly of Experts elections in 2015, he has been elevated to the Guardian Council and to the Assembly of Experts. It is this Assembly of Experts which will decide the next Supreme Leader. For now, he will be the interim leader of Iran. Alireza Arafi is his name. He has the unenviable task of taking revenge on America and its Gulf Arab partners, and also against Israel, to avenge the killing of the Supreme Leader. but at the same time, he also has to chart a course for the future Supreme Leader to take over, whoever he might be. That, of course, will be through a process after the Assembly of Experts decides and votes. But Alireza Arafi has been named as the new interim leader of Iran. And I just want General Dillo also to weigh in on this. This is an unenviable task. I mean, after Saddam Hussein was killed, then people, somebody from the outside was brought in, and the country has gone into a mess after that. Look at the case with Libya as well, after Muammar Gaddafi. Again, it's completely gone to the gutter. Will the same thing happen with Iran, or does Iran have a well-oiled succession plan, a well-oiled machine, that the head might be replaced or eliminated, but the system will continue, the regime will continue?
Zaka, the problem with the West is that they feel the whole world runs as per their way of living, which is unfortunately not true. Especially in this part of the world, the governments, the people, the affiliations, the tribal affiliations, the religious affiliations play a major role. So bringing someone from outside, imposing him as a leader, and then having sham elections just to say a democracy has returned is not going to work. In my opinion, how it's going to happen is, they will have a regime change. They will eliminate the complete top leadership. Most of it has already been eliminated. They will destroy their military assets. They will destroy their defense. They will destroy the nuclear capabilities. They will destroy the economic thing. And they will be pushed for an internal uprising. I don't think Americans will put the boots on ground, and unless the boots on ground are there, missiles alone do not bring in the regime change.
Okay.
They are not going to put the boots on ground. They will have a flip given to the internal uprising, which will result in a civil war. Because today we might say, just give me 10 more seconds. Today we might say there are enough people who will, rally around Ali Khamenei because of sentiments, emotions. But there are more than enough people in Iran who have been wronged, whose kith and kin have been killed by this regime. They are not saying anything, or they are not speaking because they are not in a position to do so.
All right, General, I'm really sorry. We are compelled to take a break. But thank you very much to all our guests, Major General here in our studios, General Dillo joining us from his residence, and of course Tara Karta for joining us as well. Quick break, but continuing coverage here on CNN News 18.